Hello. So I'm gonna do a little demo tonight since we're having some lovely snow out there still. Hopefully everybody's digging out okay and has power. I know ours has flickered a few times. Let me just get situated. At least I'm getting a little better with my, connecting myself here. So I'll just warn you, Jeff is out doing the driveway, so the dogs may start barking and going crazy. So I could see someone is watching, but I can't see who. Oh, Erica, hello. I don't know why it doesn't show up without clicking on you. Oh, there you go. Now it does. So I'm gonna do a demo with the snowflakes. Just kidding. I think we've had enough of the snowflakes, but I do have these for sale. I did not think I would be ever showing them again until next winter, but I won't really do that. So tonight I'm gonna do a little demo for real with the, this is called the Geo Dog. And speaking of dogs, I now have an audience standing on my kitchen table. Seriously. And he knows I can't yell at him because I'm live. So let me just get this open here. Oh my gosh, can't make my hands work today. All right, so again, we have all the cut lines right here, so I just need to cut this out. So it's be the person your dog thinks you are. A cute little dog, paw prints, bone. So now you want to make sure that you write on the back what it is, and more so because you want to make sure when you're, there we go. You want to make sure when you're sticking this back on that you're sticking it to the glossy side and not the matte finish side. So hopefully the dogs will just run to the bedroom and bark out those windows so that at least it won't be so bad. But they basically have been barking out the windows all day because they like to bark at the plow. And anytime anyone is outside. So I'm just gonna cut these apart. So, and I always forget something when I go live. Luckily, I wasn't too far away. So I'm gonna have this towel here this time because I'm gonna use this little canvas. And our lights are flickering, so this should be really interesting if the power goes out. I'll have some light because I have a little extra light, and I think that will stay on, so because it's not plugged into the wall. So oops, I gotta fold this a little different. Now I want to put this under here because otherwise when I push down on it, it's gonna have a little give. Just trying to I think I could fold a towel. It is kind of, part of my job. So, oh, Erica, your lights are flickering too. We have so many low-hanging trees right now. I'm just waiting for them all to come crashing down. So now the this canvas, it came like this, already black. This is just inexpensive from, I think I got it at Michael's, a multi-pack. So I'm gonna do this kind of little, well, it's not I made up the technique, but I'm gonna make it kind of look like a chalkboard. So I'm just gonna use white chalk paste on this. Make sure I put these in the right order. So I'll just kind of eyeball it and put these on. And it's gonna be really tight because it doesn't really fit. I have I have to make more boards. A lot of my boards are just like way too big. So I don't have a lot of small boards left. All right, actually that will work. All right, so now like I said, you want to write on the back of these, but I don't want to like have everybody just waiting for me to do that, so I'm just gonna like wing it. And I'm just, you know, kind of eyeballing it. Doesn't have to be perfect. That looks good. I mean, if you want to move it, you could pick it up and slide it over. I mean, if anybody's coming along measuring this, like, you know, you got other stuff to worry about in your life. All right. So you could go and do this and then come back and do this one, but I'm gonna actually lay them together. You just want to make sure when you overlap that you're not overlapping where the words are, so that I just kind of want to see the spacing right. Just a little bit more. So now normally I wouldn't push it down too hard, but right here I want to make sure it's adhered right there. And make sure I still left enough room for, oh yeah, I'm good. So I have the white chalk paste. You always want to make sure that you are stirring up your chalk paste, and you want it to be kind of like, I don't know, like kind of like yogurt, and you want to make sure it doesn't make that little, well, it's not making the noise now, but sometimes when you stir it, it almost sounds like, I don't know, like Rice Krispies. All right, so we'll just kind of put a little bit on, and now I'm going to do this part first because this transfer is above the other one. And oh, I'm like, I swear I brought one over. Well, maybe that's too wide. So I have one of my squeegees that I cut in little pieces just to make it easier. So you want to just go right across and then scoop your excess right back in the container. Now, normally it's not a big deal if you get a little bit on your surface, you could just wipe it off. But on the black canvas, it does like slightly show. But really, with what I'm gonna do to it after, it's not gonna matter. So you wanna make sure you're pulling your transfer straight across. You don't wanna pull it at an angle. So now off to the side, just out of view, I have a little bin of water. So I wanna take this and put it right in the water. And then when I'm all finished today, I'll clean that up just with some water right in the sink. I could see all the little pieces on here. You kind of have to work quick because it does dry fairly quick, and depending on what surface you're working on, it goes kind of quick. So the canvas is, you know, fabric, so it's a little porous and absorbent. So on the canvas, you really do have to kind of rush. So you just kind of keep going, get the extra off, put it right back in your container. You really don't use much, and then you just kind of peel it up. All right, and I'm putting it in the water to the side. And now little bits of chalk there. And again, I'm just gonna center it the best I can. When I first started doing this, I don't know, I thought it was a little bit crazy with, like, I would measure and move everything, and I had like multiple rulers. Now I just feel like if it's not lopsided, it's good. So the other thing with this particular canvas, there is like a a line on it that wouldn't brush off. I did do another project on one of these canvases and it had the same thing. And that's kind of why I went with this little idea. All right. So again, actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch to the squeegee that's a little bit bigger. All right, let me just kind of scoop some out just to make it a little easier and go quicker. So just really easy. Makes it look really easy when you're just doing like a single color thing like this. Oops, I could feel it already starting to dry. So you just want to make sure you cover everywhere that has the opening in the transfer. All right, and then your extra, you put it right back in. Let's see, hello Angela. And then again, kind of lift from the corner. Oops. And I have it all over my hand too, so just peel it back. Ooh, lights just flickered again. All right, so I'm gonna take this one and set this aside. And of course, I don't have my wet paper towel. So I'm just gonna move this one aside right here. And I have another little project on canvas. This is kind of wild. So this is, I don't know how well it's gonna show up on camera. This is painted with acrylic paint. I did this summer. It's called a paint pour. So I put this metallic gold paint, and there's purple, and there might have been white in it too, but you can't really see it. So let me just move that aside. And I was thinking of putting, I don't know, I was just gonna hang this in my little like studio area. Just thinking of putting the word hello on it. And I'm just gonna put it, I think I'm gonna put it down in the corner. I just think it's kind of like a funky design. So again, I want to make sure that I'm pressing it down and making sure there's no air bubbles. Now this transfer, I have used this transfer a lot. So it's not super sticky, but it still works. And I did not bring the black paste out here. So, see, I always forget something. It never fails. So I'm gonna go with, let's see, none of these colors look good. It figures pink. I don't know, anyone have a preference on a color? I don't know, I feel like none of these colors look good with it. Maybe I'll just keep it in the purples here. All right. So I know I'm kind of like breaking one of the little rules right here. I have my chalk paste open. You always want it, as soon as you finish with it, you want to make sure that you cover it up because it does dry out quickly. You just scrape this off here. I just have my little utensil, my little mini spoons I was using to stir there. All right. And you want to make sure, so there's a little inner cap here. You want to make sure you're putting the inner cap on as well. Now when I clean up for the night, I'm going to clean this cap off and I'm going to clean that edge off so it creates a nice seal in case it's, you know, a few days before I use this color again. But for the moment, I'm just going to put it back on just so it doesn't dry out. All right. So now I have lilac, and I'm gonna use that. So now again, you wanna make sure you stir it. So now this one's a little drier. So I have a little mister bottle of water here. Just put a couple little squirts of water in there and just mix it up. So now the great thing with this is if this doesn't look good, I can just wipe it off. I say that very confidently. I've never actually chalked on top of a painted surface like this. I've chalked on painted boards. Okay, that's just the oven. I'm multitasking. I'm making apple turnovers. So, all right. So I'll put them in as soon as I do this. All right. So again, I have a little squeegee. I'm gonna just scoop some out here. I'm gonna just kind of put it right, oops, I might have just messed up. So like I said, I've used this transfer a lot, so it doesn't stick as well. So I wanna be careful and kind of hold it down at the same time, just so. And I apologize for the barking, but again, lots of activity outside right now because everybody's cleaning their driveways. All right, so I'm just gonna, I'm sorry I have my hand right in the way. I just don't want this to lift up. All right, so now this is kind of to the end of this chalk paste, so there are some kind of like clumps in it. I probably should have added a little bit more water and mixed it a little better. So I'm just gonna use my bigger squeegee here. And again, I'm holding on to the transfer because this one is not super sticky. That's a great thing with this. Once, even when they lose their stickiness, you can still use them. If you saw my wreath I had on my front door, the welcome, I actually flipped it in reverse and held it on with painter's tape to do that. All right, this may or may not work, so this could be a demo fail. Oh my gosh, now I can't pick it up. All right, oh, it worked, good. All right, so now again, we wanna make sure we get the transfer right into the water so it doesn't dry on there. All right, I'm not loving the color, but it looks pretty neat. I don't know, you guys, looking at it on the computer, it doesn't look like it shows up that well. It definitely shows up more in person. I think just the metallic makes it hard to see. But, all right, I just need 1 second. I just have to put the turnovers in the oven. Okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, because Jeff is doing the driveway right now, clearing all the snow, so I'm like, okay, we could have nice hot apple turnovers when you come back in, so just have to make sure I got that in the oven. See, now it smells really good here. All right, so again, I want to kind of clean up my little spoon and my squeegee. And again, I'll clean up really well, like when I'm off camera at the end there, and make sure you put that little inner cap back on. All right, so the real reason I want to do 2 little projects today is because I wanted this one to have a chance to dry. It's definitely dry. So I have some regular like kids chalk. Now you could go and add, like if you wanted to add little hearts or the bone, or I mean the paw prints. If this was a little wider, that would fit. So this is such a cute little idea. It's a good way to do something like this and have it not be too expensive. I don't remember how much these how much these canvases were. I know it was like a multi-pack. I mean, it was, you know, a few dollars, and I'm sure I had a coupon or got them on sale too. So, and I mean, even if you're just getting one color, I mean, the white, you know, it works perfectly because you can do a lot with the white. White seems boring, but I mean, think about it. White chalk, you know. And I haven't tried to use like a white canvas and paint it. I definitely should try that out because I have quite a few white canvases. So, and then just kind of go along, and now it gives it a look of being a chalkboard. And I mean, you could definitely use a different color chalk piece on here. Just add as much, oh my goodness. Just add as much as you want. So there's some kind of loud bang outside. You know, if you want to add a lot of chalk, or a lot of chalk like in the, you know, in the corners. And just kind of do it however you like it. And now, like, if I didn't like how this came out, I could just take a wet cloth and I could just, you know, wipe it right off. So that's that one. So that is it for tonight. I did start up my VIP group. So if you're interested in joining my VIP group, it's just, there's certain things I can't, like, I couldn't offer a discount or offer free shipping, or, oh, if you make a purchase of something, I'll send you this. I can't give you any like special offers like that on my business page because that's not fair to the other designers, but I can offer discounts in my VIP group. So go ahead and, you know, join that. And so there's our finished projects. So our hello on the painted canvas, and then the black canvas with the Geo Dog. So I'm going to be doing another live tomorrow night. The cabinet door won. It was pretty close. I know it says 50-50, but there was one more vote for cabinet door. So I'll probably come on like around 8 or 9 o'clock. I'll announce it, you know, at some point tomorrow. Hello, Colleen. Thank you. So, and then we'll do the, oh my gosh, now I have a mental block what the transfer is called. That's awesome. I have it right here. Let's see. Full bloom. So so tomorrow, this will be tomorrow's live. So this one, I will just admit, makes me a little nervous to do layering live. So we'll go through and we'll put this part first, and then this part will go on top of it. So we'll see how that goes, and then we'll put, you know, I'm not sure which cabinet door I'm gonna use. We'll figure that out tomorrow. Maybe I'll have some options and you can choose why we're live. All right, everybody, have a great night. Hopefully everyone keeps their power. Don't hurt yourself shoveling. Hopefully you have someone else to do the shoveling for you, which is why I'm making the apple turnovers. All right, I'll see you later.